Hello and welcome back to my channel Yoga with Ashwin. Well, before we begin, let me take this moment to sincerely thank each and everyone for watching my earlier video and liked my video and also subscribed to my channel. And also, it's interesting to see some of you have left some meaningful comments. Thank you so much. Your encouragement means a lot to me. With that, let's jump into this video with yet another interesting topic. This topics, actually speaking, has actually changed the way that I understand yoga. If you wanted to know more about this, please stay with me for the next few minutes and let's explore this together. So, when does the yoga start and when does the yoga end? Is it like when I step into the yoga mat, the yoga starts, and when I complete my asanas, when I complete my pranayama and meditation and step back from the mat, the yoga ends? Most of us probably think so, right? So, what if I say that yoga neither starts when I step into the yoga mat and neither ends when I step back from the yoga mat? What if the yoga mat is just a place where we practice yoga and the real test of yoga begins when we step back into everyday life? Today, when we hear about the word yoga, most of the people relate that word to asanas, physical postures. We think of stretching, flexibility, balance, strength, and perhaps even weight management also. Well, these are wonderful benefits of practicing yoga, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with them. But let me ask you a simple question. Is that all yoga about? Is yoga just equated to the physical postures and asanas? Is yoga merely a physical exercise? Or is there something much deeper that yoga invites us to discover? To answer that question, let's see how Maharshi Patanjali defines yoga. Maharshi Patanjali, the author of Yoga Sutras, gives one of the most profound definitions of yoga. Let's see what it is. He defines yoga as Yogaḥ Chitta Vṛtti Nirodhaḥ. What does this mean? Let me explain each and every word of this sutra. Yogaḥ means yoga or union. Chitta means mind field. Your thinking patterns, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, your perceptions, all that comes under chitta. Vṛtti means fluctuations or disturbances. Nirodha is a cessation. So, to translate this whole sutra, yoga is a state where there is a cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. In other words, yoga is the calming of the fluctuations of the mind. Well, think about it for a moment. Patanjali doesn't define yoga as how flexible your body becomes. He doesn't define yoga by how many postures you can perform, right? And he doesn't even define yoga for how long you can meditate. Instead, he directs our attention to something deeper, the quality of the mind, right? If our practice is gradually making us calmer, more aware, and more present, then we are moving in the right direction. That is the true purpose of yoga. Well, by now, a natural question arises within you. That is, if the yoga is just about calming of the mind, then why do we spend so much time in doing asanas, pranayamas, and meditation? Well, the answer is very simple. Those yogic practices are the preparation, they are not the destination. Think about like this. I hope most of you watch cricket and we see players doing net practices, right? Well, the net practices definitely help the players perform better, but however long they practice on the nets, the real test of their performance will be judged only at the crease when the live match is happening, right? It's like that. So, yoga mat is just a place where we prepare, we practice yoga, but the real test of yoga will happen only when we step back from the mat and face the life itself, right? In the yoga mat, definitely asanas help prepare your body, Pranayama helps regulate and refine the breath, and of course, automatically it regulates the mind also. Meditation helps for a calmer mind. Together, all these things prepare us to live life with greater awareness, right? That is the true purpose of the yoga. And yoga mat is not separate from life. It is a place where we cultivate the great qualities that we wanted to carry out in our everyday life. So what are those qualities? Patience, awareness, balance, compassion, and completely being present. These are not meant to stay on the mat, they are meant to accompany us wherever we go in the life. So, we have come to the real topic of this video. Where does the real test of yoga happens? I think we discussed about it. It happens when we step back from the yoga mat into the real life. For example, when someone disagrees with you, when we are stuck in heavy traffic, when things don't go according to our expectations, when someone speaks harshly to us, how do we respond? Can we pause before reacting? Can we observe our thoughts, our thinking patterns without being carried away by them? Can we choose our words with awareness? Can we remain silent when silence is wiser than speaking? Can we learn to invest our time and energy only in what truly matters? Well, if all these things are happening, then that defines the success of the yoga. Please do remember the success of yoga practices is not measured by how deeply we bend our body, we twist our body. Well, it is measured by how gracefully we respond to the situations that life presents. In my previous video, we already talked about not comparing ourselves with others and respecting our own body's capacity. Let me take that thought one step further. Suppose someone can perform 100 Surya Namaskaras at a time and somebody else can perform only 10 Surya Namaskaras. So does that make one person a better yogi than other? I don't think so. Yoga is not about displaying our capabilities or something like a performance show. It's about discovering ourselves. It's an inward journey that transforms us to live life with more awareness. That's all. We have come to the closing section of this video. So tomorrow you may or may not enter onto the yoga mat, but you will certainly meet people, you will make decisions, you will face challenges in life, you will experience moments of joy and also moments of frustration. Please do remember each of these moments is an opportunity to practice yoga. Because we already talked, the yoga mat is a place where we prepare, but life is where the yoga is practiced. So tomorrow, when life presents you with a situation that doesn't go according to your expectations, just pause for a moment. Observe what is happening within you. Notice your thoughts, your emotions, your breath. Then, instead of giving a knee jerk reaction, choose your response with awareness. If you can do that just once tomorrow, then your yoga practice has already moved beyond the mat. Congratulations. Hope you like this video. If so, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel Yoga with Ashwin. That definitely encourages me to create more such videos. I would also love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Please share them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, Namaste.